when starting a home care agency, you want to make sure that you follow the guidelines in place. That way, your agency can be set up with the right foundation. In this video, I'm going to share with you the step-by-step process, how to get your non-medical home care agency license in the state of Pennsylvania. Let's go, bust up, and stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am Denis. I am the home care agency starter and grid expert. And what we do, we help burnt out, overworked, frustrated nurses and healthcare professionals start their own profitable home care agency so they can have more flexibility, more freedom, and more income. So their business can fund their lives. They can do the things that they have aspired to do, and as well making an impact in their community. So the purpose of my channel is to spread best practices about home care agency ownerships. That way you can avoid costly mistakes and gain the confidence that you need in order to be the home care boss that you desire to be. In this training, I'm gonna share the journey of one of our students from Pennsylvania who went from being a bedside nurse to becoming a home care boss. Let's dive in. So the first step that you need to do in order to get started with your home care agency is to choose a name for your agency, right? So that's really important that you choose the right name for your agency. So in certain states, there are certain words that you are not allowed to use in your agency name per the state regulations, okay? So you need to know that, because if you don't choose the right name and your name is not in compliance with your state regulation, guess what's gonna happen? Your application is gonna get denied. I've seen this over and over and over again. There's a lady that I'm friend with. She's not one of our students, but she's friends with me on social media. And I remember seeing a post from her. She's like, you know, I just sent my application and I waited 6 months for them to reply. When they replied, they rejected my application because I used the wrong word in my name. And now I have to start the whole process over and choosing a name, pay another money to register the name and send my application back. And now, if I known this, I would have avoided this. So something that was supposed to take me 6 months, now it's gonna take me a year to accomplish because of the things that I didn't know. Yes, what you don't know. I know sometimes people say, what you don't know can hurt you. Not true, okay? Because what you don't know can actually hurt you. So you wanna make sure you choose the name with your state. So for my student Kinsley, the name that he chose for his agency was Eastern Hills Home Care Agency. That is his name. Once he chose this name, our team made sure that that name was in compliance, first of all, with the state of Pennsylvania. And second of all, we make sure that the name was verified. So we completed what we call the name verification. That's where our team goes into the different databases that we have access to and ensure that no one else in the United States, even in a different industry, had that same name. And why should we even verify the names? Because if you don't verify the name and you choose that name, somebody else can say, hey, this was my name, and they can tell you to stop using the name. They can take legal actions against you. And when they do that, it's gonna be like more problem, basically waste of time, waste of money, because now whatever you have done under this name is basically obsolete, and you're gonna have to start all over again. So that's why I'm glad you're watching this video, so you don't have to waste time and money. Remember, I told you I'm doing this channel so you can avoid costly mistakes. So this is one of the costly mistakes that I'm just teaching you right now, so you can avoid in your journey to becoming a home care boss and having your own home care agency. So before we go into step 2, I want you to make sure you like and subscribe to this channel, because 5 days a week, yes, 5 days a week, I put amazing content like this so you can become the home care boss that you desire to be. So now your next step is, once you have the name is verified, your next step is to choose a business structure. It is important that you choose a business structure, because based on the business structure that you choose, that's gonna tell you what will be your tax liability, what are the liability that you're gonna have as a business owner. So there are different business entity and structure that you can use, but the most popular one is an LLC. Most people start their business as an LLC, and as they grow, they may change that structure based on their revenue. But for our student Kinsley here, he chose an LLC as his business structure. Once he did this, then we were able to move into the next step, which is registering his business name with the Secretary of State of Pennsylvania. This is a crucial step, and this is an exciting step. This is the first step that you really do that make your business feel official, right? So our team went ahead. We were the one who fill out this LLC application and make sure that everything is correct, and this LLC registration was approved. Yes, and that was a very exciting moment for him. Once your LLC application is approved, the next step is to get your EIN number, employer identification number. This is a number, the best way I can explain this, it's like a social security number, but instead of your personal social security, is your business social security. So that number is given to the Department of Revenue, and that number is free to get. So don't get scammed in the streets, on those online streets. Don't pay to get your EIN done. Your EIN is something that you get for free. Yes, you get that for free. So now that you get the EIN, this is time to really sit down and review the licensure requirements, so that way you can meet those licensure requirements. Once you review that, guess what time is it? It's time to fill out your application for your home care license. This is a crucial time. Again, you want to make sure, in the state of Pennsylvania, you want to make sure that you complete your application flawlessly. They ask you a lot of questions on this application. You want to make sure you answer. There's a correct way to answer those questions. There's a wrong way to answer those questions. So you want to make sure that you answer those questions correctly. Okay? That is really important, that you answer those questions the right way. Then, and also they ask you for supporting document. You have to put together your policy and procedures in order to submit your license application for the state of Pennsylvania. You want to make sure your policy and procedure are written according to the state guidelines and regulation, right? So once you go ahead and you put the application together, it's time to submit the application. Once you submit the application, now this is the time for you to really get, this is a waiting period for you to wait until the state replies to you. Between the time you submit your application in the state of Pennsylvania and the time you get an answer, it can take up to 6 months. Yes, it can take up to 6 months for the state to answer you. But during that time frame, there are a whole bunch of things that you need in order to get ready. So right now, I know you may be wondering, say, Sue, you gave me a lot of information, but I need assistance. I need help to implement that information that you need. I have more questions. I need to know, how do I get clients? I need to know, how do I get caregivers, right? I need to know, how do I run the business? Guess what? I got you covered. I did an exclusive training just for you, where I'm gonna cover all of the do's and don'ts and how we can help you implement the teaching I just gave here, so you can get started with your home care agency. So all you have to do, make sure you click the link below, okay? Make sure you click the link below and register for our exclusive training that I did just for you. And if you're wondering, hey, what happened to Kinsley? Right now, Kinsley is a licensed home care agency owner in the state of Pennsylvania, and he has just joined the list of over 350 people that we have helped in the last years get their license in the United States. Guess what? You can be our next person. You can be our next licensed home care agency owner. We are here. We're just waiting for you. So make sure you click the description and make sure you register for our exclusive training where you're gonna learn the do's and don'ts of the industry and how our team can help you get your agency up and running. See you soon.